Well, if you've gained some extra pounds during the pandemic, don't worry, you're not alone.
Yeah, it's been easy to lose touch with our daily eating and workout routines, but some people have taken this time as an opportunity to get back on track. Alyssa Heron joining us with more.
Hey, good morning. Well, Eric Murray, the assistant swim coach at Grand Valley State University, grew up as an athlete, but tells us the past 6 years he's struggled with his weight, gaining 40 pounds post-college. Even though he's kept active, even doing triathlons and strength training, he wasn't where he wanted to be. So during the pandemic, he decided it was time to step it up and get his health on course. Eric Murray has been the assistant swim coach at Grand Valley State University for nearly 4 years now.
Good, guys, good.
Conditioning others daily to get into the best shape they possibly can.
Good, Carlson, nice and steady.
However, in March, his life as a coach came to a halt when the coronavirus pandemic hit and things started closing down in the middle of their NCAA's championship in Ohio, which meant more time at home and less time pacing on the pool deck cheering on his team.
During the first month of COVID and shutdown, I was eating a little bit more just because I didn't know what to do. Like, this is a whole different experience. And so each week I was gaining about 1 to 2 pounds, and I'm like, oh man, this is starting to get up now to my highest weight that I've ever been. So then pretty much right before June, I was like, okay, this has to stop. I have to do something new.
Murray was still working out daily by going on runs, but in a time with little control on the world, he knew it was a great opportunity to seek professional help.
So the way that I envisioned it was like, listen, I can take control of my weight. This is the perfect time to do it because I can't really do too much. And so I was like, you know, I want to get in control. This is the one thing I can control out of COVID, this whole mess of a disaster. Like, let's take initiative for it. And so I did.
And after meeting with a dietitian and nutritionist, Murray learned how to portion and plan out his daily meals and quickly started to see a difference.
My first official week that I started my new diet was first week of June. And then I kept going and I lost my first 10 pounds in about 2 weeks. And I was like, sweet, this is like a perfect track. But then it got harder, but I kept with it and kept stuck with it.
A hard journey with a few cravings along the way.
You're like, ooh, maybe I should celebrate.
But worth it. At the 14-week mark, Murray hit a weight loss of 31 pounds, going back to coaching a new, healthy version of himself.
Even the first week that I was here fully coaching again, I definitely felt it. It kind of felt like phantom weight. It really did feel like that, and it was a really cool feeling. It's like, oh, I don't actually have this weight.
Even making some of his athletes do a double take.
We lined up for physicals, and all the coaches were at a station, and he goes, hey, Nicole, and I think Allison or Carl was right behind me, and I was like, who the heck just said hi to me? And we're like, oh my gosh, it's Eric. Like, he looks so good in a different way.
A goal accomplished, and Murray's hopeful it will leave a lasting impression on his team.
I think that now showing them that I was able to succeed this giant task, it really shows them saying, you know, he did this goal, so maybe it's really attainable to reach my other goals.
If we see a difference in our coaches and who we look up to, I think that gives us the outlook that we can make a change as well.